Namaste, namaskaram, vanakkam, namo namaha, jai Ganesha. Please visit our website at classicalyoga.org, and there is a donate button if you'd like to help us out. And please stand up for the Hindu yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle. Today's podcast, The Deep State. It's not what you think. The term deep state actually originates in Turkey from the Persian, excuse the pronunciation, derin devlet, or the deep state. And it was meant to imply a secret government that goes against the law. And actually this goes back to the Ottoman Empire, which existed from the 1400s to the 1900s, wherein they controlled much of Central and Southeast Europe, Western Asia, North Africa. So it's wonderful to just look back in history at all of these empires that are now no longer in existence. So it reminds us in our present day to take life seriously, but not too seriously. This too will pass. Religion is, of course, the English word used to recognize the different traditions around the world. And for those Hindus that refuse to use the word religion, rather saying that Hinduism is a lifestyle and not a religion, you have to seriously think about this, because then you give license to have Hindu Dharma completely removed from all textbooks on comparative religions, all discussions on religion. And it's very dishonest also, because all of our incorporations have been incorporated, 501c3s, under religion, not under spirituality, not under Dharma. So it's interesting to note that evangelistic Christians, they also use this phrase that Christianity is not a religion, it's about a relationship with the one true living God. So Hindus need to think about that when they deny the word religion. There's a local church, and on the marquee outside it says, relationship, not religion. They should hope that the IRS doesn't see that, because we've all been incorporated as religious institutions, not spiritual, not dharmic. So it's always wise to remember that those in religious vocations are really to stay out of politics, though we can discuss, obviously, some of these things. But we always look at them from our religious point of view, and specifically from our Hindu dharmic point of view. So politicians should obviously return this favor by staying out of the religious business. In other words, politicians really don't need to be interjecting religion and God into their platforms. However, the concept of deep state has entered into Western politics. And basically, it's really a bureaucracy that just frustrates presidents. But who knows? Whether real or imagined, there may be some secret clandestine organizations that are the puppet masters pulling on the strings behind the scenes. Who knows? But as Hindus, and certainly a mystical understanding is totally different. It's a deep state that is not what you think. Now, in the Hindu Yoga Dharma, we define our inner essence as that which is not our mind, the Atmana. So it's literally not what we think at that level. As Yogi Gorakanath said, Yato vacho niyavartante aprapyas manasa saha. That deep state is beyond words. It's even beyond the very mind that seeks to understand it. So obviously we're talking about a nuanced layering here. So for Hindus, the deep state is to realize our inner essence, using our body, mind, and emotions, and realize this inner Atmana. We call it Prajna, spiritual perception, at the third eye point, the mark of the Hindu, the Bindi. Puram Bindu Vajri Purushtuttaha, ancient Bindu Hindu, soulful warrior. We take care, obviously, of the material world. That's your svadharma. Take care of your personal life. your ashrama dharma, your 4 stages of life, your varnashrama dharma, understanding and respecting the different occupations in life. Remember, caste is a word that should never have been accepted within Hinduism. Varna is the proper term for simply the recognition of the inclinations of people in the material world. So we take care of business in the world, so to speak. That's Ganesha's 1 foot down. But we seek to achieve a deeper state of prajna, of spiritual perception. That's why we say, Atmadarshana paramo dharma. Along with all of our other very important duties in life, or dharmas, the most important one is to experience, realize, see, if you will, our inner essence of the Atmana, of Satchidananda, pure love, light, and energy, Jyoti, Shakti, Ananda, Shanti. And as Hindus, we achieve this ongoing spiritual realization, if you will, this ongoing enlightenment, this prajna state, by living the Hindu yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle, which begins with karma yoga, Hindu ethics and selfless service, bhakti yoga, Hindu devotions, raja yoga, Hindu contemplations, gyan yoga, Hindu studies outwardly, and listening to the inner wisdom, gyan yoga. And within those 4 classic yogas, we have hatha yoga, which are Hindu devotional postures, which have sadly been distorted today into the crass so-called yoga movement. We have mantra yoga, Hindu devotional chants, japa yoga, Hindu devotional chants on beads, nada yoga, Hindu devotional music, bhajans, kirtan. We have Hindu devotional dance, Natha yoga, or Bharatnatyam, and Mahadev Shiva, Nataraja, the dancing Shiva, teaching us all that we must learn to dance through life, move in tune with life. Seek the outer states, but also seek the deep state, the deeper inner states. And we could use an acronym here for deep. As Hindus, Dharma, Ekadantaya, Isana, Prajna. So obviously we're looking at this from the Saiva point of view, but remember, in the Hindu Yoga Dharma, we have basically 3 sampradayas to be respected, the Saivas, the Vaishnavas, and the Shaktas. So Saiva Hindus worship Mahadev Shiva and Parvati, and the foundation of Ganesha and the warrior spirit of Skanda Murga. Vaishnava Hindus, Ganesha, Krishna, Vishnu, Lakshmi, Ganesha, Hanuman, Sitaram. And our Shakti Sampradaya, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali, Durga, Parvati. We are a Hindu family, Saiva, Vaishnava, Shakti, the 3. So in the Saiva Dharma, one of the names for Shiva is Isana. So we have Dharma, we have Ekadantaya, which is Ganesha's name for the 1 tusk of humility. And as Hindus, we always start with Ganesha. So we have Dharma, Ekadantaya, Ganesha. For Saiva Hindus, Isana, Shiva. And then Prajna, D-E-E-P, deep state. To go deep, we need to follow the Dharma. Respect Ganapati, Ekadantaya, humility, understanding, which is not being humiliated. And then our Ishtadevata. For Saivas, it's Isana, or Siva. And this elevates our consciousness into the deep state of Prajna. Now, as far as Isana goes, those of you of other sampradayas, here you can insert your Ishtadevata. And remember, according to the Saiva Hindu Guru Patanjali, this is the sole, if you will, purpose of self-study, svadhyaya. Ishtadevata samprayoga, to connect to your Ishtadevata. And an Ishtadevata is a chosen Hindu deity. It's not a deity outside of Hinduism. Ishtadevata is a chosen Hindu deity. Think of that. This is Patanjali's admonition to his Saiva Hindu male yogis in training to self-study, svadhyaya, in order to connect samprayogaha to their Ishtadevata. And of course, as a Saiva Hindu guru, he also was teaching Saiva Hindu males, and he also recommended Ishvara Pranidhana, to have full devotion to Ishvara, who in this case was Mahadev Shiva. So for religious people in general, the deep state is to experience their soul, their spirit. As Hindus specifically, we need to recognize the specific terms that we use. Our deep state is prajna. Atmadarshana, Paramodharma. And not only do we have a deep state, but we have a deeper state, wherein we go within and realize the no-thingness, sunyam. Remember, it was the Hindus that invented the numeral 0 for calculations. And ironically, paradoxically, the goal of Kaivalya or liberation is to be nothing, not to be something. Purush artha sunyam Kaivalyam. Tadevarta matra nirbasa sunyam iva samadhi. To go into the no-thingness that goes beyond the speech, beyond the very mind that seeks to comprehend it. The deeper state. So the deep state, it's not what you think, it's beyond thinking. However, remember, this is a progressive, step-by-step, pade, thread by thread, sutra by sutra, practice that begins with work, karma yoga. Pray, bhakti yoga, devotion. Think, Rajan Jnana yoga, and then go beyond thinking. Follow your chosen religious lifestyle. And if you examine them, they have much in common. Ethical grounding, devotions, meditations, contemplations, inner revelations, to be respected in general and specifically. As Hindus, we follow this basically EDME process, EDME, ethics, devotion, meditation, enlightenment, by following the various yogas, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga, jnana yoga, respectively. Enjoy and explore the various states of being, states of consciousness, and enter into the deep state and the deeper state, which is striving for an ethical, honest state of being, as opposed to a clandestine, self-absorbed, self-infatuation state of egoism, manipulation, narcissism, Machiavellianism, the dark triad. Follow the light triad. In light we're meant to be. Om, peace. Peace through understanding, through justice. Shanti, shanti, shantihi.